could die. Good guy, cry. Lonely Avenue. Lonely Avenue. Okay, hello everybody. We are back to learning to code. Which here's a hold up. Completely side tangent. But right before the stream, okay, I accidentally opened secondhand market, okay. And I saw a freezer. I saw a freezer for €1. For €1, you can buy a freezer. And I'm like, for anybody who's been watching this as like essentially a saga by now, I bought one fridge, brought it all the way to my apartment. Okay, and couple of weeks, like last week, I think 2 weeks ago, I bought a freezer. Okay, an old freezer for dirt cheap, and still right now in my room. It's fantastic. And you know the comedy is at 3, okay. And so I saw the freezer for €1. They're selling it for they gave it discount from 130 to €1, and I'm like, yo, another freezer, let's go, get me another one. Oh wow, this one's gonna be a lot. Okay, it's gonna have like a lot of the sand fresh. By the way, it's raining right now outside, which is crazy. Thank you for staying with us. Please provide feedback to your on your recent stay, personal information, name, John Doe, email. Wow. Okay. So in this workshop, you'll practice working with HTML form by building hotel feedback forms. For this introductory test, you'll want to display the main title followed by a short note about leaving feedback. Start your body element, add header element. Okay. Start header element, add h1. Oop. Actually, hold up. Hotel feed feedback form. And we close it. Below your h1 element, the p element. My bad. What the fuck's going on? Okay. Element should be the text. Think for a recent stay. Right. Closing head tag. It's raining right now, which is pretty good. Uh, makes it all nice and cold right now instead of hot, hot, hot. Now it's time to add the main element. I mean, they're gonna close it for me, I guess. Oh, they want me to close again? Okay. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I was getting too lazy because sometimes they just close it for you. Previous lesson, you learn how to work with form element like this. I'll steal that. The action attribute is used to specify where the form data should be sent to when the form is submitted. The method attribute, yeah. Oh, why am I? Okay, you know what? If I'm yawning so much, clearly only one solution. Uh, I think this was the first time we did this when I started to like yawn for absolutely no reason. And so my choice was okay, I guess an energy drink. Just okay. You have a nice energy drink. Sour apple flavor. You know what I didn't get? Sometimes the little tabs on the can have like a hole where you kind of like I don't know how else to explain it, you know, like a hold up. Cans. I don't know what I'm gonna get from this, but yeah. This is actually perfect. So like sometimes you have a can and this tab gonna have like a hole in it. And actually, what the fuck kind of can is this? Is this fucking generated? Well, okay, like here, you have like a hole right here, right? And like when I drink some energy drink or a soft drink, I tend to like actually like I always drink them with straws. So I think there's mold in the straw. Um, I don't know if I should. No, it's fine. I'm drinking an energy drink. Nothing gonna happen to me. Uh, so so I'll put sometimes a straw through this part, you know, and like it's kind of like holding the straw place, which is just unnecessary, but I do it anyway. But like this one actually has this fucking hole filled in for some reason, and I don't know why. What? Why? It's clearly not like a. It's clearly not. Um. Yeah, it's clearly not like a accidental. On the other can, it's also the same. So like, what's makes this one different? I guess that's just a big question. I guess. Okay, so what does it want me to do? Ah, the most common method is get post. Yep. Inside your main element, add form element and action attribute set to. Okay. Again. And method attribute to post. Okay. Hell yeah. Wow, already an ad? This is crazy. Remind me to clean my to clean my straw when I'm done with the stream because I don't know if this is mold. But I don't wanna like I already put the straw in the drink. Form consists of inputs where the users can input their data. You can group relate input together using field set element. Here's an example of using field set element. Oh wait, fuck. Okay, my bad. Assign a form element fits it. Okay, that's all. Did they teach us about the field set element? They definitely taught us about. Oh, I'm gonna grab my glasses. I saw that I could like tug it out without the glasses, but no, I do need to read. Okay. Legend personal information. But they definitely told us about forms and actions that those forms would do. They didn't exactly tell us about field set and legends. I don't think so. I don't remember those. Sorry about that. In previous lessons, you learn how to associate label elements with input like this. Label for name. For attribute and label element should match the ID attribute on the input element. This is known as explicit association. So label for name and ID name. Okay. Below your legend, so it's direct association. Okay, yeah. I understand. Below your legend element, add label element name required. Oh, name required. Okay. My bad. Oh, okay, wait. And this is just name. Yeah, okay. Then below label out input element with no attributes. In next steps, you will add necessary attributes. It does have 4 attribute. Oh, full name. They didn't say full name. No. Oh, they did right here. 4 valuable full name. Okay, my bad. I skipped past the text. Input type text. Oh no, input with ID EM. Okay. Input add type attribute set to text. Wait. Oh, okay. I would assume that they would be like putting this wrong so that I couldn't copy it, but okay. Also give the input element ID attribute of full name. ID full name. Okay. Good. 110 Ryzen invert one phone 10,000. 10,000. It's such a weird part about German language when you learn it, where they essentially like, oh, this is like the same fucking like okay. It's so weird that sometimes when you learn German, they like have different word, right? And sometimes the word for thousand is thousand. It's just, bro. Oh, 100. Wow. Wow. Pisses me off. Like, add name attribute to input element. What? With value of name. Is used to identify form data after it has been submitted to the server. Here's an example of how to use name attribute. Input type, email, name, email. Add name attribute to input element. Okay. Name equals name. My mind, girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. You girl, I don't need no cure. Yeah. If you hold me in your arms so tight, no. I get the song. This actually pissed me off a lot when I'm like remembering the song and I'm like I misremembered. I remembered correctly the lyrics, but I misremembered where they are. Brief lesson, you learn how to work with a placeholder. Actually, hold up. I like this song too much. Like the song is so good it distracted me because it's too good. Hold up. Can I get a lyrics for this bitch? Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hooked on a feeling. Karaoke. You will not hear it. I'm the only one who gets to listen to it. Actually, I mean, you can kind of hear it. Well, ooga, 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 chaka, ooga, 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 chaka, ooga, 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 chaka. All right, we have this. Chaka, ooga. Ah, fuck! I didn't realize the song started. Well, oh wait, why doesn't capture the audio? That's weird. Should be. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me when you hold me in your arms so tight. You let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy. Its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I just stay a victim if I can for sure. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turned me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I know why it doesn't want to capture it. It's so weird. Like singing it, like I wonder the recording without music. It's gonna be so fucking annoying. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing. I don't want to curse, but anyway, fun times. um, I don't know why I didn't want to capture it, but it's actually funnier that like I'm singing to myself with no like actual sound. It's actually kind of a little bit funnier. Oh, where's my? There it is. Ooga chaga, ooga ooga. Okay, so what the fuck was it? In previous lesson, you learned how to placeholder and required attribute like this. Imply text placeholder, e.g. John Doe. For your existing input, add element placeholder. Yep. Also add required attribute to input letter. Don't we already have required as part of it? Okay. I guess we didn't. I was for a second sure we did. Is it? Yeah, name required. That's why I was saying mouse. On my mind. Girl, you got me thirsting for another cup of wine. Start by adding new label. Element was text, email address. Jesus fucking Christ. Email address required. Yeah, you turn me on. Your label for attribute email. Leaving that you're in love with me. It's actually, I think it's extra annoying if if I was watching somebody and they stopped in the middle just to sing without music, and then they kept singing it because they fucking started the music on a loop. It would be so fucking annoying. Next, add input with the type of email below your email label. Oh. Oh yeah, input type. Oh fuck. Just yoink that shit. Type email, label this input ID of email as well. Okay. The input is also required. Should they require that we do have it? Finally, add placeholder example email.com. Email.com. Nobody does example email.com anymore, which is the most fucked. You don't have email.com. You have at gmail.com, which is the funniest shit. That's how you know fucking Google won. Wait, did they not ask for name part? Name attribute. Oh no, yeah. Name attribute email as well. A lot of like name, ID, and email all of it together, and it's all just email. Right? Yeah. We must stay together. Input elements can have size attribute. This attribute defines the number of characters that should be visible. Value of size should be non-negative integer greater than 0. Size is not specified, or the idea is that you could potentially make it minus, like it's required to have -5 letters. Like, how do you do that? Example for last name size. Okay. Size of 20. Gotcha. Oh, damn, they fucking organized it. Wait, they only organized it for the email part. They didn't organize it at all for the, like, this one. Which is funnier. Like, it's all nice and, what? Didn't I do? Input elements can have size. Yeah, yeah. Give name and email inputs. Oh, both of them. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Which one's name? This one's name. Right here, what was the fucking band of it? Also, it's funny because this is one of the oldest songs in my playlist, so it has a GMV because that's how I used to find the songs. I used to find the songs by just simply like typing in like a cool AMV, GMV, and I was like, yo, this shit's fucking dope. Hold up. What's the actual like name of the band? It's definitely not JRD. What the fuck is the name of the band? Okay. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah. Control this. When we stand together song. Who made it? Nickelback. Oh yeah, now it all falls into place. Nickelback. Right. Nickelback is such a funny idea to have as one of my songs there. Also, like one of the oldest ones back when I was a teenager, back when I was like 14 or something. I was like, yeah, we will stand together. Yeah. Actually, was there? No, I'm not. Your hotel feedback from form should have an option for users to add their age. Start adding label element with the text age optional. Oh, so it's optional. Okay. Label for age optional. For age. Okay. We're gonna control C this. Check my code, bitch. You're gonna see a bunch of extra code you don't want, but you'll need it. This one? Yeah. So, number input is used to create numeric input field. Yeah. Min and max attributes are used to set minimum maximum values that can be entered input field. Below your label element, add input with type attribute set to number. Add ID of age. Oh wait. Input type. Okay. Number. It's funny that like age optional example email. It's kind of fun. Number, ID, age. Let me guess. A name is age as well, right? Just in case I'm, yeah. Minimal attribute of and max 20. Min and max. Indeed, do I know ever after here? What if you were 112? What if you were the oldest person alive? And then suddenly they were like, oh, you cannot be. What if you were 2 and you were using a computer? It's actually, here's the thing, you shouldn't be able to put in 3 at all, actually. Like, how the fuck is a 3-year-old baby gonna be giving you a hotel feedback? Like, goo goo gaga, I shit myself. Like, what what are you gonna do? Do we need to remove something required, I guess? And a placeholder? Yeah. I mean, we could put placeholder like 5. Placeholder, you're 5 years old. Placeholder, you're 110. Next section in the form will be responsible for asking users if they have stayed in HODL before. Start by adding field set element. Oh, a new field set element. Okay. I thought we were gonna fucking work everything into this one. Add legend element with was this your first time at the hotel? Wait. Something ain't right with this one. Oh no, everything's alright. Yeah. Gonna remove this for now and just legend. Was this your first time at our hotel? Question mark. Ah, capital. It's funny how it's called legend. Actually, I didn't need to like. Fuck it, whatever, doesn't matter. Could have just copy and pasted the text. If you want the users to select one option from the list of options, you can set the radio buttons. Here's an example of 2 radio buttons. In this example, radio buttons are grouped together by using the same name, okay, attribute values. This means that only one radio button can be selected at a time. Element radio button with ID yes option. The name attribute hotel stay, okay. Below your radio button, add label element with text yes and for attribute set to yes option. What? Hold up. Radio button ID set to yes option. Okay. Radio ID yes. Name first time. The name changed to hotel stay. Fuck. Okay. ID yes option. And a value attribute set to yes. Okay. You have my fucking misspelled value? Goddamn. Value. Yes. Label element with text yes and 4 attributes set to yes option. Okay. We're gonna. Okay, actually, I know what they're gonna ask. So they're gonna be like repeat the steps again. So how about we just copy this, paste this here, and change this to no. And no here as well. It's gonna be hotel stay still, but this is gonna be replaced with no. Like just replace. Wait, fuck! I went too far. I went too far. I went too far. It's up to here. Yeah. No hotel still. Hotel still. Yeah, yeah. Okay, now copy this. Control C. Okay, and then now they're like make the same for no, right? Yeah. Okay, there it is. Boom, done. What did I tell you? I'm so smart. I know exactly what the teacher is gonna ask. I'm so smart. I should be teaching the class. Next section of the form will ask users why they chose a particular hotel. And now it was cheap. I got kicked out of my house, and I saw a homeless man jerking off next to a building, and I was like, that must be a good boy. Inside the field set element, add legend. Okay. Wait. Oh, new field set element. Okay. Um. Sorry, just the idea that like a sane person walking by a hotel sees a homeless person jerking off and goes, "Shit, must be good." Like and goes, "Shit, must be great place. I gotta stay here." Oh, hold up. The value attribute is used to specify the values that will be sent to the server and form submitted. Below legend, add checkbox input ID value attribute set to ads and name attribute set to choice. Wait. ID and value to ads. Okay. ID value. Name set to choice. Is there more? No. But below your checkbox input, add label element with social media ads. Okay. And for attribute is ads. Social media ads and burgers. I don't know why I keep selecting all with. I just need to select one more so like I can just copy and paste it quickly afterwards. Okay. Add another checkbox input with ID value recommendation. Instead of burger, it's recommendations. Name set to choice. Below checkbox input label personal recommendation. And for recommendation. Okay. What did I miss? Yeah, it does have a recommendation. Oh, fucking ID. Right. Miss the ID. So it's a Videeds burger. Videeds burger. Sorry, your coder was so hungry you put everything in this fucking burger and pizza. Next, add another checkbox input with location attribute set to choice. No. Wait, what? Was the name choice here as well? Yeah, okay. So location for as always, value, label. Nope, not this one. ID. Ah, this is Samurai from the what's his name? From Cyberpunk 2077. Pretty good. Oh, they want us multiple labels. Okay, so label location, label choice, and I no label reputation. Okay, gotcha. Name choice, capital location. Um, reputation. Not this one. Yeah, okay. And capital R for reputation. Hello? Okay. Yeah, we're good. To make a checkbox input check by default, you can add checked attribute. Here's an example of using checked attribute. Add checked attribute to a checkbox input ID of reputation. That's a little bit self-centered. Wait, what? Okay. Well, for a second, they did kind of stop. Some for me was like checkbox ID checked, name checked, but like all that matters is this part. It's just the values that you can. Before I could have added it anywhere. I didn't need to add it specifically there, but I kind of was like, who knows what they're gonna do. Sorry. For the final input, add label inside the field set. You'll add checkbox input with ID value attribute that's for price name, the name attribute set to choice. Right one. Then label element with text price. Okay, so they want me one more, another one, another one. Another one was this time they want price. Then want it to be checked, right? No. Just change reputation to price. It's also a little bit scummy if you were actually making a website and you were like, tell us what do you like about us, and reputation is like clicked by default, so you have to like unclick it. I mean, man, you're not that important, you know. Actually, recently I saw a video about essentially struggles that current like software developers going through because of AI. Because essentially all these companies are like, yo, you're gonna need to use fucking Grok to make like your coworkers nude and also like code out um bullshit, right? And so number one, they're like token maxing, but number two, the code is so fucked that whoever like gets into like workforce, they essentially go, well, I can't decipher this, and go like go like Grok, put this code in the code into Bikini, and then they like, and then the Grok makes it even worse. So essentially like every single website right now is buggy mess upon mess upon mess. Um, well, not simply website, like everything that this people like code in is, it just gets worse and worse. And I just, this is tough. This is tough. Uh, I genuinely, this is kind of sad. Um, I have like a guy, like I have a friend who was right now searching for like a job in like, I think security, in like cyber security part of it all. And like I'm praying for him because this cannot be good. This cannot be good. Uh, Job market got a bit tough. Start by adding new field set element with legend text rating. Below legend element, add label element. How was the service for the attribute service? Okay. I actually should like text him and be like, "Yo, I'm gunning for your job as well. Fuck AI. I am your next enemy. Okay, I'm gunning for your fucking job, bitch. I'm gonna come over to. I'm gonna tell him that like I'm like every time he applies for a position, I'm gonna apply before him and like apply for way cheaper. I'll be like, I can do the same job for bag of peanuts and a good hand job. Okay, like uh. We're gonna see we're gonna see who comes out on top. Um, Next section of the form, you will provide users with ability to leave rating in hotel. Start by adding a new field set element with legend element nested inside. Oh, yeah, fuck. Get real. Oh, I love this. This is such a cringe song. Seven, is it Seven Kings with that? Oh god, so stupid. Oh, Teenage Me had such a absolute, like majority of my songs were just like, I wouldn't say they're dog shit, but they were like, they were like on a different kind of level of trash. But I do like it. Like I don't know if I would listen to it. I don't know. Like it's hard to convince myself that it's like good. It's easier to say it's like it's it's a choice. Add label element, text house your right, label. Oh, wait. My bad, my bad. So field set legend should have text ratings. Okay, I misread. Um, Label. Fuck, my bad. Label for attribute service. For equals service. At double commas are necessary. Text house your service. Sound on its own. The alarm. It's on. How's your service done? Let's go, baby. When you want users to make selections from drop-down menu, you can use select and option element. Okay. Select element with a name and ID attributed to service. How's your service? New York. Please upgrade it. Okay, so value plus option element text. Okay, gotcha. It's funny. It's exact same text, but like capitalized and not. Four. That is fuck. Satisfactory. Is it quicker to just copy and paste, or is it quicker to type it out? I don't know. It feels about the same amount of time. It actually all of it feels slow. I feel like if only I had Grok, and I could like Grok, put me in the bikini. Put me in the bikini, and also like please, like quickly like replace this because it's dog shit. My bad. Good. Okay, nice. For a second, I thought it was supposed to be like a pop up, like kind of one after another, and then I was like, no, clearly in here. Yippee! I should actually like text my friend that like I started doing this and ask him what he thinks about my progress. How long it's gonna take me to replace his job? Getting replaced by AI. To make an option select selected by default, you can add selected attribute. Yep. Inside your select element, add option next to the value excellent. Wow, that's a little bit. Again, like it's very like wow, it's excellent by default. Come on, who are you kidding? Here's the thing, like I'm honestly speaking, if like I'm made to if I like filling out these kind of forms, I always just tell them like it's middle of the pack most of the time. I always just select everything like medium, and like I'll be like good, you know. Actually, you know what? This label is kind of trash because it's like it goes poor, which is the worst choice, right? It's kind of like okay, it's kind of bad. But then satisfactory, that means that like it was all right, right? That should be a middle choice. But then it's good, very good, and excellent. There's no like, it's somewhat lacking, you know? Like somewhat lacking is a choice, I would say. Because like poor, you know, it gotta be a dog shit. But like somewhat lacking is like, well, you know, you could improve it. Like, you know, the breakfast that was served when I came in early in the morning, there was fucking nothing, you know. Well, like when I came for breakfast, so you only had uh I don't know what would I be mad. You only had fish, right? Like the only thing that you had for breakfast was fish, like one singular cooked trout, and and I feel like that's a like you could expand your choices of the menu, and so I was like, but otherwise it's all good, right? So I would be like somewhat lacking. I don't know if I'm like too long. Okay. Your hotel feedback form should also give users ability to rate food. Okay. Wait. It's only label, right? Yeah, okay. How's the food? There was only trout. It's crazy. We're in middle of a desert. I don't even know how you got the trout. Like you legitimately brought that shit in, but like only trout. You didn't bring any other food. Oh fuck, did I miss something? Um, how's the food label? Oh, add select element. Okay, my bad. Fuck, sorry, my bad. Oh, that kind of like hurt my throat a little bit. I wonder how that was captured on the audio. Okay. Yeah, that should be right. Oop. Okay, so it's how's the food? Food ID food. Yep. Okay. Official video. Epic. Badass. The last section of the forum will allow users to provide any additional feedback. Can like or oh, okay. Hmm. Other comments. Attribute set comments. Okay. Hmm. Like it's both too dark and like it's also it's like too dark and I also do like want to have the window open. So because right now it's been like raining behind me like outside my window. So I have like the window open to like the cool fresh air in. But like it's also too dark because of the clouds. So like I'm debating between like turning on, turning off light. If you want users to have more space to write their comments, use text area comments. Oh, text area. Okay. Yep. Yep. Coles widths. Really? Like I get rows. What does Coles stand for? Coles cash? Below your label elements, add text area, and next step you will add necessary details. Okay. Up. No. That's what it is. They didn't want me to have it. Wait, 10 and 30? That's very small. Wow, this is what? This is trash. Why would you write it here? Am I reading right? Cole's 30 and the Rose 10. This is trash box. What? Wow, this is dog shit. Excuse me? For the last step in the feedback, add button element, type attribute submit. You can also write but, right? Like, oh wait, no, it should be here, yeah. Button, type equals submit, and content set submit. Yep. And then close with button. Unless it's an open, it's one of those open things that doesn't need the closing caption. Okay. Nice. Let's go. Keep working. Fuck. Sorry, it just somehow like even more text, and I'm kind of like, oh, why did I sign up myself for this? So like, it's so much reading, so much reading. Who would have thought that like learning a new skill would involve a lot of reading? HTML tables aren't used as much these days as they used to be, but as a front end developer, you should still be familiar with them. Tables are one of the earliest ways devs had for displaying data in browser way back in 1990. Here's an example of code used to generate a table from US Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay. Interesting. As you can see, there's a... Can I see it then? The table, yeah. There's a main table element with ID quick facts. Inside it, table has a table head element head. Table head, yeah. Okay. Table body, T body, and a table foot element, T foot. These naming conventions. These naming conventions are driving me crazy. Oh, table body, T body, table foot, T foot. Oh, so brilliant, so smart. The table head, body, and foot elements can each contain some numbers of table rows, table rows, TR, yeah. And each table row can contain tabled header, TH, which labels data in that row. It can also contain some numbers of individual data cells called table data. Yes, it can sure do that. Now that a lot of HTML elements, now that's a lot of HTML elements, but don't be intimidated. These follow a simple hierarchy. Here's the simplest table that can create that includes table elements. So table, table head, table row, wait, T row, table row, right? Yeah, table row, table row. What does TH stand for? Table head again? No. TH table header. Yeah, table header, table row. Then table head, table row, table data, first data cell. Wait, where's the first? Where's the first data cell? Oh, that's the title. Title, okay. So head is the title, and so it doesn't get the table data. Versus this is the second one. Okay, gotcha. Table head, table body, table foot. Okay, gotcha. Which might contain date of publication, auto. Okay, makes sense. So as you can see, data itself is always within tr, and within the tr element is th element and table data. Some websites will choose to use divide to build their own tables instead of using the more appropriate table element. While it is possible to display tabular data using generic divide elements, it is still better to use the table element instead. Many years ago, developers might have used table to position non-data elements on web page. This was never considered the best practice. But you may encounter some code bases where tables are still used like this. Nowadays, developers use CSS, Flexbox, and grid layout. Their design free code camp will cover these tools in depth later. For now, just use HTML tables. In HTML table, which elements are contained within tr element. I actually need to check out if I can do this shit on my phone, because when I'm gonna be on vacation in a couple of weeks, about a month, on the 3rd of August, when I'm gonna be on my vacation, I might just like gonna be like studying this because I'm not bringing my laptop with me. I'm gonna be traveling super light. I'm gonna pack with myself 2 shirts, 2 pairs of underwear, and I can kind of. Actually, I don't know. Like I'm trying to like spread my fingers, but like I can't. Is it doing like the? Is it doing the Vulcan salute or no? I can't figure it out. But it doesn't matter. And like 2 pairs of socks, like the barest minimum that I need, because essentially I have a bunch of clothes that I'm gonna be picking up with myself anyway. And because of that, I am not packing my laptop with me to like travel light, right? Even so, technically, the laptop doesn't have much, but you know, I can bear being without the laptop for a week. But actually, I'm thinking about whether or not I will be studying. Like, I will be studying while I'm on vacation. Just like doing stuff, you know, like some side projects. That don't require a laptop. But because of that, I'm thinking about, can I access this from my phone? And if so, this will be like an optimal time to like, because right now I'm doing it like once a week. But like I can really ram it up during my off time and be like, yo, check out how much progress I did. In HTML table, which elements are contained within tr element? Oh, yeah. Which of the following main section of HTML table? Was the main recommended use of HTML tables today? Creating page layout, displaying tabular data, style and CSS. Style and CSS. Tabular data. Check your answer. Hell yeah. I still have dollars to pay. I still have bills. Nested table element. Oh. Yeah, I finished drinking my energy drink. Nested table element. Yeah. Well, it starts with just table, but then it's gonna be T key body and stuff like that. That's for later. Here's an example using caption element inside your table, nest caption, calculus final exam. One of the things that I am thinking is that like learning this does make me interested in making something of my own, like making a personal website. But like the point, you know, like right now specifically, like there's not really actual reason to do it, and particularly need a website for myself. But it would be kind of cool. Yep. Table head element consists of table row element tr, which contains a table header cell element. Element should contain text last name. Second th element should contain text first name. And second is grades. Okay. Interesting. Some commas would be good for this one, actually. Can you imagine now its all can be like done in Google Doc? Fucking crazy. You don't need to learn this, but I feel like that's partially why in modern day we have like currently big like computer illiteracy crisis, because people kind of just like back in the day you had to be like fucking learning this to do like what now a Google Doc can do for you, which is kind of mind blowing. To add student data to the table, you will need to use table row and table data elements. Where did all the good men gone? And where are all the gods? Where is the street-wide Hercules prevail against the odds? No, but what I was gonna say is that essentially what I'm saying is that like, you know, it's kind of like how like in cyberpunkish futures people expected for everybody to have at least like modicum of like programming experience, right? Like in if you watch like God, I actually need to watch the cyberpunk anime, but like in the cyberpunk anime and like in like cyberpunk in general, like no matter who you meet, they all kind of have like at least a little bit coding knowledge. Not all of them are like fucking savants, but like all of them are at least knowledgeable enough to like interact with their text and even like suggest like some like hacking experience and stuff. Like a guy will say like something like I bypass his like fucking proprietary tech with this fucking code, and then the other guy will react is like, what, isn't that like an outdated technique? Didn't they patch this one up? And then the guy goes like, yeah, but like we have been improving since then, like we improved it, you know, with additional software, and it's not like, and you don't need to be like a genius in that universe to understand what they're talking about. Nobody's like in English point Dexter. It's kind of it's taken as a simplify, is a relatively simple thing, which so what I'm saying is that I think we need to destroy I I'm proposing to do Ted Kaczynski shit, but with code. Like destroy all the tools that we created, destroy PowerPoint, destroy Google Docs, destroy fucking Excel, and everybody has to code their own version from now on. From now on, in like grade school, in kindergarten, your teacher will be teaching you how to code a website, and everybody gonna have their own personalized website. It would be fun, I think. It would be kind of interesting. It would be like it would be kind of like in woodworking, I guess. Like hear me out, hear me out. In woodworking and like other trades, you're often told to learn to make your own as like one of your first projects is that you make your own tools, right? And it would be okay. And it would be interesting if that's how we treated um we only need two, right? Just average grade and a number. It would be interesting if we had um treated uh code in the same way, where it's like uh whereas like the first lesson of code in school is that you program your own like tools to make your life easier, I guess. I don't know. I don't mind. I guess it does go like in literal opposite of how in the literally opposite direction of how we code anything. Because in literally every single like coding thing, you instead it's all about cooperation and like hey GitHub, I have this like code, check this out. I did it, so you don't have to. It's all collective and cooperative. Versus in trades, it's more of like you. I guess because it's I don't know. I don't know what is it about it. Is it the skill part? It's like it's all about like improving your individual skill versus like because I guess coding by its nature is about optimization and getting to do stuff easier, while trades is quite literally like you can make wooden furniture in IKEA, right? Like it's all made in fucking factories and then like shipped out to each IKEA and then given to you, and you like assemble it at home, and it eliminates tradesmen entirely. The point of tradesmen, like woodshop workers and smiths and fucking glass blowers, is the fact that they are an outdated media, right? They're an outdated like we moved past them, past collective need in them. So if you are working in trades like this, you number one doing it for a passion, right? So it's kind of like you don't want to optimize it better. In fact, you want to at least as far as I've seen, you want to improve your skills higher and higher to the point where yes, it's not the most optimal path, but it's the most like perfect you can get, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Like there's so many videos where I've seen where it's like, yes, you can like send down this entire fucking wooden table with a power tool, right? And it's gonna be like it's gonna be an all right finish. But if you just put a little bit extra care in it, it's gonna absorb less moisture, for example. It's one of those like okay, so I was watching like a trades video, and essentially he was explaining how like if you keep sending down the table to a finer and finer finish, essentially the dust that created, the wooden dust that you create from constantly fucking sanding that shit, will get into the pores of the wood. And so because of that, you cannot actually put, if you pour the lacquer, the finish over the wood, it's not going to get absorbed as easily. And if it's not going to get absorbed as easily, the wood will when you're like essentially think like, oh, you're done with your finish, right? You think you're done with your finish, you can like, you're selling the product, the wood will start absorbing moisture more easily because the finish is not done. And because it absorbs the moisture more easily, it's gonna get fucked. Okay, it's gonna rot, it's gonna be terrible piece of furniture. And so because of that, like, the easiest path is not the easiest path of like sending down the perfect finish with like the highest grade sanding paper is not the most optimal path, because you're essentially fucking yourself over. And I'm thinking in that sense, is that where we reached in coding, where essentially the easiest path, like asking Grok to put me in bikini and then code it for me, is, well, number one, it's definitely not the easiest path because it fucks it all over. But it's also like leaves you with that like lack of knowledge. Like if you're entering into a coded space, right? You learn through Grok, you learn through fucking GitHub. You don't increase your own skill of like reading, understanding code, coding by yourself without relying on somebody, right? And what happens is that you take the easiest path, you're optimizing, you're just using the path already paved for you. And what ends up happening is that you're essentially by taking the easiest path, you're not noticing the errors, which is for the woodman, it's like the putting the fucking putting the dust into the pores of the wood. But like for the coders, it's having a bunch of bugs and errors that you didn't know were there, because number one, you weren't the one who were primarily coding, you were just assembling it all. Essentially right now what I'm saying is that the coding reached the coding environment. Wow, what the fuck. Wow, my voice disappeared for a second. Okay. Coding environment reached the era where we're essentially at like, we have factories for code, we can make code like IKEA, you know, you just assemble the pieces together, ship it out. But IKEA furniture is dog shit. If you want quality furniture, you will go to a skilled tradesman to make you a wooden table, right? And so in that same sense, if you want a skilled code, you don't go to IKEA, Grok, or Google Gemini, whatever, ChatGPT. You go to a skilled tradesman who knows like ins and out. He knows it all together, and it actually all flows back into my personal philosophy, where essentially I dislike IKEA. No, okay, cheap products, right? Cheap products. But here's the thing. I'm a kind of guy that wants to be able to do stuff by myself, right? And if I had an opportunity to blow my own glass and make like glass vases and stuff, or make wooden furniture, or do metallurgy, I would love to learn all of that. I would love to learn all those skills, and this is also boils down to me learning to code now. So what I'm thinking about is that like, and my personal philosophy is that like, if you have a chance to learn something new, a new skill, a new trade, you know, you could try it. You could try to learn, especially if you have like this, not have desire. I think essentially my personal philosophy is that everybody should be able to know how to fix up their own house. Everybody should be able to know how to make a fucking table out of wood, you know, all of that bullshit. I believe like on the basics, humans have to have self-reliance. I'm not talking about like Ted Kaczynski bullshit, because Ted Kaczynski, essentially, if you don't know, his philosophy boils down to um he had like multiple parts of it, like but essentially it all boils down to return to monkey. Quite literally, he's like, you need to destroy all tools that can create like mechanized environment and like all of that shit. But essentially he believes that all humans need to be self-reliant and like not needing to rely on other people. I don't believe that we don't need to rely on other people. I believe that we're social animals. Like we cannot be self-reliant. We're a social animal. We need to like cooperate with other people, but other people. But I do believe that you need to have skills to be self-reliant, even if you're not gonna use it. Like I believe that every human should know how to fix up a wall, how to fix a leaking pipe, how to build a shelf. You know, um, like there's, I think some skills we should be able to learn as like kind of like a prerequisite. Um, and that's and I think here's the thing, like, and I think um now the more I learn in this, I'm adding coding as one of those skills that we all need to know at least a little bit to be self-reliant. We may never need to use it, but everybody needs to know a little bit of coding as kind of like a base thing. Just kind of like the same way how you know how to cook a meal for yourself, you should be able to know how to code. And if somebody doesn't know how to cook a meal for themselves, they should starve. I think that's sorry, man. Like you're, come on, really? Like be able to, like, it's not that hard. Like I'm not saying like cook a 5-star meal, but like whenever somebody says that, like, I don't know how to cook, it's like, dude, it's not that hard. It's like I could make pancakes at 5. You cannot make a fucking pancake. You kidding me? Anyway, it's long tangent. Long tangent, but like now I'm adding like I think coding needs to be one of those like skills that everybody should know. Coding, how to like fix a pipe, how to make a shelf, how to fucking fix a wall in your house, um, and also I think big thing, majority of corporations don't agree with me. They don't want you to be able to fix a pipe. They don't want you to be able to fix a shelf. They want you to own nothing, be happy with it, okay? And they don't want you to be self-reliant because they want you to be a happy little consumer, happy little child, okay? And because of that, um, I think I'm right. Because of that, I'm actually the most correct about this position. And anybody who disagrees with me is a capitalist pig that should be hanged. Just saying, like if you don't want to be self-reliant, you're just playing into corporations hands, and good luck good luck eating gruel, okay? Just that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm done. uh Long tangent. And your table is almost complete, but there is one last thing to add. It would be nice if TD element used for average grade would span across 2 columns instead of just one. Those is TD element uh call span attribute on the TD element. Call span attribute specifies. Okay, so call span 2, right? Uh did I say average grade? Okay. Equals nice. I'm wondering if I send this to my friend, this dungeon, what he'll think. Like where essentially I say that like we're essentially saying that like Coden reached the IKEA furniture stage and we need to get more skilled tradesmen. I always think about my friend, okay? Like I always think about my friends. Sometimes at night. Sometimes with my eyes closed and doesn't matter. It's too weird of a joke. Uh you should create a table element that lists book information. Your table should have a table held element with 1 row in it. Yeah. Okay. So it's in body. Uh, table. List book information. Your table should have table head element with 1 row in it. Table head. Oh no, it's T head. T head. Um the row in your table head element should have 4 table headers. H. I need to remember that I have fucking rant at like 1 hour 20. H. Nobody even watches me like learning to code streams, which is kind of sad. Like nobody's interested in a little chat guy like me learning to fucking code. Now if I had big tits, now that's a difference. Actually I could have made this easier. Oh, this is a good song actually. By Black Keys. Hell yeah. Black Keys has like the most. They have like one song where the official video is just like this guy like dancing, and it's funniest shit I ever seen in my life. It's like their key vocalist, but he's like he looks like he's he looks like he's like in church for some reason. I don't know. Like he's wearing like a white shirt, black pants, and he's just like dancing his ass off. I think it's Black Keys. I could be wrong. I like them. They have also a song that's called Bad Motherfucker and Mean Old Man. Mean Old Man is my favorite. Like, this is like, because I'm a mean old man. Mean old man. Your table should have table body. Actually, I don't know why I fucking learned this. Table body. Got me. Table body element with at least 5 rows. Okay. Wait. Table header. Each row in the table body should have 4 table data elements at display. Wait. Table body element with at least 5 rows in it. Is yeah, okay, it's T row, right? TR. No, it's T row, TR. One, two, three, 4, 5. Fuck, somehow I miscalculated it. Okay, piece of shit. I wanted to align all pretty like, and fuck you, TR. Each row in your table body should have 4 table data elements. PD. Wait. Table body should have 4 table data elements. The display book's title out. Okay. There's actually 4 TDs, right? Am I saying it correctly? 1, 2, 3. Wait, fuck. Okay. Oh, I bet. Um, looks so fucked. I don't know how it started to drift like this. Trash. Um, our table should have table body, table data elements that display title, outer. Yeah. The row in your table footer element should have table data elements that spawns 4 columns and has wait, table footer, right? Table footer? What? No. T foot. Um, should have uh should have table data elements that spawns 4 columns. Fuck, no, wrong. Wait, spans 4 columns. That means that they want us it to have uh it's like this thing which one there is call span, right? Call span equals 4. Okay. And has text total books n, where n should be replaced by the number of books in your table. Okay, I think I got everything down. So it's now it's this text, right? So we grab this text, we're gonna put it just here, I guess. Oh wait. Hold up. Can we open the fucking example project in the other um we just want this text. And then it's right? I think so. Then Hilary Nyakundi and open source and 2023. 2023. Yeah, like this. Oop. Okay, we're back. Total books 5, right? Does it look different? I don't think so. Oh, these are different books. Okay. Okay, everything looks all right. I mean, if we just fill in the wrong, this one. And This is actually a good song. You know, I don't think. Even so, I was just ranting about how essentially, like the laziness of current codeners, code and stuff, essentially made us more. Wait, which one? Oh, okay. Made us like lazier, and we should be able to code by ourselves. I'm not advocating for stuff like switching to Linux. Just saying, like, because like I mean, objectively saying, the thing is, it's like I don't really want to switch to Linux. I'm not gonna lie, like, and care about Linux. I'm too used to Windows ecosystem. I mean, to be fair, if I could like make, if I could, if I could make um, my own like what's it called, my own OS, I would probably. Like if I could make my own OS that can run essentially here's essentially what I'm saying. I'm less inclined to go to Linux than I am to just go to make my own OS. Because if I go to Linux, yeah, it's like customizable, it's like build a bear essentially, right? But you know, it's like I don't really want Linux. Like I don't want, how do I say it? Essentially, like it's like, imagine you have a choice between going to IKEA, right? Which is essentially Windows is an IKEA, right? You go to Windows, you buy what you want. You There's not really anything that you can change, and it's shittily made. You can go to Apple, which is, let's call it IKEA, fakey, I guess. But it's like it's more expensive IKEA, right? And like it's, you're way more locked into the thing that you're making, even more somehow. In the thing that you have even more. Um, alternative. Um, alternative is to go to what's called, an alternative from those is to go. I don't know, what do you compare Linux to? Like Build-A-Bear is the best one, but like I guess Build-A-Bear is more of like plushy. It's kind of like you can ask them. Oh, it's like one of those. Okay, it. I mean, yeah, like Linux is essentially um like Raspberry Pis, right? So like so like Windows. Actually, that's a perfect example. Windows runs on your PC, right? You get to build your PCs the way you want, but kind of locked in with the PC. You know, you only have, you can't really change how GPU works. You know, you can't build a GPU from scratch. The GPU that you buy is the GPUs that you get. Uh, um, the Apple, you can't change anything. You just buy Apple shit, and there is no customization. And Linux is more of like Raspberry Pi enthusiasts, where they're like they buy a Raspberry Pi and like fucking make their own laptop. There's this popular saying where they're essentially cyber harassment cyber policy on YouTube. Interesting. My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker, but it's cyber. Cyberdeck, real life. I guess. So they don't get me. Don't give me they don't give me like yeah, like these bullshits. What the fuck is this? This is not even a cyber deck. It's a laptop, and then you strap bunch of screens on it. But essentially, Cyberdeck is in. Okay, well, this can't be real. This is just a laptop. Cyberpunk 2077 and the novels that like predated Cyberpunk 2077 inspired it, there was this like portable computers called cyberdecks, which every hacker had, and it was all your personalizable shit that you let you like connect to the world. And because everybody in cyberpunk world is at least a little bit technically literate, everybody who had cyberdeck like customized their own. They didn't really buy, they bought parts and like scrambled it together. Where and essentially that's the point of cyberdecks in real life, is the fact that you're buying parts and you like assemble it together, and usually they all run on Raspberry Pi or Orange Pi, which is the like an even more powerful version. But the point of them is that like it's portable, compactable, and shit like that. But here's the thing: with all of this like assembling and stuff, like all of the stuff, that this is still like the most proprietary tech, the most like your own input in this that you really made. Like yeah, you like put bunch of doodads in it, and like the like which one had like antennas and shit, like you put like antennas in it, you know, you put like bunch of these like I remember seeing the one where the guy was like, yeah, this one like can like check temperatures, and it's like, okay, you know, you need to check temperatures on the fly, I guess. But like what I was gonna say is that like oh my god, this is fucking hilarious. But essentially all of this is still like you bought the parts and assemble it together. Yeah, it's more yours than me assembling my PC, where like I bought the GPU. I don't get the choice of what like runs on my GPU, like what drivers are in my GPU and stuff like that. I don't get the choice that like if my GPU has like a GPU is made for specifically playing video games, or if it's like made for AI and all of that bullshit. But with Cyberdeck, you get like specific choices of um, like what it can and cannot do, right? Like I'm very limited by what PC can and cannot do, but Cyberdeck is uh, more open to it. This is so adorable. It looks like a kid's toy. Holy shit. Um, but so what I was saying is that it's still, you didn't really build it, you know, it's still you assemble it together from parts. And so my personal mindset is that these cyberdecks is still like just pretending to be separate from the ecosystem. You're still, in fact, in fact, if any company of this like proprietary tech goes out, you can't really build it. Like if the company that sells you the fucking monitors and shit goes out, you can't really build your own and stuff like that. Is it me being like a big banker, like wow, you're just larping? No, not really. I'm not trying to like put down people who make the stuff. It's still pretty impressive. The thing about it is that like it's unappealing to me specifically, because like for me it feels like a lot of extra effort for little to gain extra, like you didn't really like separate yourself. You pretended to separate yourself from ecosystem. It's like saying like um it's like saying like you disconnected yourself from like you're independent from food industry because you're fucking cooking your own meals. Like not really, you know. You're still buying the produce from the food industry, you know. And like if they don't sell you the produce, guess what, you're gonna go to fucking McDonald's. You like, and in that example, like what is the way to disconnect yourself? Farming, right? And in my idea, what's the way to truly disconnect yourself from like corporations and all of that stuff is somehow to be able to make your own, like your own proprietary tech, your own like PCs and your own, and making your, as I said, all of that stems from me saying like I'm more inclined to making my own OS than I am to go into Linux. Because if I'm making my own OS, it's truly something I make. Versus if I go to Linux, it's kind of like it's me just assembling pieces, you know. But it's not to put down all these cyber decks. Number one, they look cool. Number one. Number two, it's also unrealistic for number one, everybody to build proprietary tech of the fucking like making keyboard switches, making like screens, all of this shit. Nearly impossible. You need enormous amount of money. You need a fucking factory, you know? Like it's obviously impossible. But you know, like but because it's impossible, not impossible, I guess improbable is a better way. Just because it's improbable doesn't mean that it's like just because it's improbable doesn't mean that it's impossible, you know. Like it just like I know if I'm getting through with the point that I'm trying to make. Essentially, the point that I'm trying to make is that essentially like I'm not inclined to go to Linux because I'm more inclined to building my own OS than I am going to Linux, and I'm more inclined to building my own like fucking CPU and GPUs from scratch than I am going to than I am like building one of these cyber decks, you know. Like that's what I'm saying. That's my policy. Like you either go for one or the other. You either go for Windows or you build your own OS system. You don't go in between choice, which is going for fucking Arch Linux and then assembling all as Legos. You either making building a PC or like buying a PC, or you building your own from scratch. You don't go in between by just making a Raspberry Pi abomination. That's like, because also about these cyber decks, they're not that good. Like they're all right, but they're not like the best. Like they're still like on the. They're good by the standards of like early 2000. If you came to the past from like if you came to the past with a cyber deck, you know, and you were like, yo, check out everything that this shit can do, people would be like, what? Wow, we truly do live in the future. But then like if you if you showed it now, you're like, wow, this is like less than what a laptop can do. It's less than what a laptop can do, but it's more like, why do you need this, you know? Like what's even the point? I hope I'm getting through, and I'm also trying not to sound mean about the cyber decks because I do find them cool in like idea. I just don't. I just don't want. I just don't know. I know how to describe. I'll describe it. No. What's it? How can I help you debug your code? It's a very forgiving language. Elements. Let's say H2 element. Closing tag. The H2 element without closing tag will still render fine. This happens because browser use parsing algorithm handles common errors. Yeah, but this could backfire sometimes. Let's add a few more. Yeah, and then you have here P and here P. As a result, paragraph element under H2 without closing H2 tag renders as an H2 element. Wait, they're not showing me an example of how it looks, but sure. An HTML validator is a tool that checks the validity of your HTML code against the standard HTML specification. It helps you identify errors and warnings in your HTML code, ensuring your web pages are correctly structured. Well, like actually, back on a tangent about those cyber decks. I actually always wondered because there have been like videos of people like absolutely taking apart like CPUs and GPUs and making them like essentially like soldering all of that shit into like smaller, or improving it, like soldering extra RAM to a GPU, or like putting like a PC grade CPU into a laptop. Well, you know, like a like a what is it? AMD 7 7000 7800 XCX? No. X3D. Like putting one of those X3D chips into like a laptop. And I always wondered, could you actually, like, if you were really good, could you, like, it probably like would be eating power like crazy, but could you uh and overheating like hell, but could you put like a fucking actual proper standalone grade uh like 5090 and the newer X3D chip into like essentially a laptop format? Like, could you make that shit small, like squish it as much as possible? Just do like the Steve Jobs shit of like dropping it into a water, seeing if there's like still bubbles inside. So like that means there's still more space in that shit. Um, yeah, validators. Is it there you can use? The most widely accepted one is VR.org. Wait, hold on. An HTML validator is what? Did I skip text? As a result, paragraph element checks the validity of HTML code against standard HTML specification. It helps you identify errors and warnings in your HTML code. Ensuring your web page are correctly structured and compliant with web standards. An HTML validator benefits not only you but the future code reviews, but also anybody else who going through the code, such as teammates and open source contributors. There are several HTML validators out there you can use. Most widely accepted one is vr3.org markup validator service. When visiting sitevalidator.org, you can click on the validate by direct input. Cool. Also, here's the thing, like earlier rants that I had about like comparing Grok and shit to like IKEA and how anybody who knows how to code without them is essentially a skilled tradesman. I think that one is more valid than the CyberDeck rant. I think the CyberDeck rant was just a nightmare of my own creation. I put myself in the corner that I can't imagine. You can click on validate direct input. When you click buttons in the list of results will display errors that need to affect another HTML validators that you use. gsonformatter.org. You can copy and paste HTML code inside the first editor, and when you click on the validate button, it will show you any errors you have in your code. Why does the browser render tags correctly even HTML does not care about code and tags? The browser parsing algorithm figures out errors and tries to render tags as intended. Code editors, diff, and HTML is smart enough to know what an author wants to show. It's too smart. What is an HTML validator? Tool for writing HTML, tool for arranging HTML code, making HTML code work across browsers, tools that checks validity of HTML. Which of the example HTML edit? Nice. Years just in a baggie. Oh, dust in a baggie. Is that what it was saying the entire time? I never read the title. Oh, it's about Coke. Okay. I see now. A lot of country songs about cocaine, huh? That's weird. Why? I always associated Coke with like a um, rich people drug. Don't they usually do crack in the poor neighborhood? I don't know. Like cocaine blues as well, and um the Johnny Cash song about shooting a woman where he's like I was doing cocaine, that's why I shot her. Programmers often refer to issue as bugs. The process of finding and fixing these bugs is known as debugging. To debug your code, you will need to use some tool provided Two important tools to use would be DOM inspector. DOM inspector. What about sub inspector? uh, and developer tools. DOM inspector allows you to inspect. Yeah. Allows you to inspect and show structure. DOM stands for document object model. No, it stands for dominant, obviously. This tree-like structure that represents the element on page. You will learn more about DOM. Learn more about DOM in the later modules. The developer tools allow you to inspect HTML, CSS, and JavaScript of the page you are on. That's pretty cool. It's like all in one. Example code. Okay. When you click on the link, it will lead to for a 4 page. For a 4 page is an error page. Yeah, the intent is for the link to lead to free code curriculum. To see what the issue might be, you can use developer tools. To open developer tools in your browser, you can right click on the page and select inspect. Cool. Hey, now I can kind of read some of this, except the tab index, I guess. Oh, this is kind of cool. I can read the stuff now. Okay. How do I? There it is. To open developer tools in your browser inspect tool, you can also use Control-Shift-I on your PC keyboard or Command-Option-I on your Mac. When you open developer tools in Google Chrome, you will see a number of tabs. The first tab is called Elements tab, and this tab shows you HTML structure on the page you're on. Select tab is called Console tab. This tab shows you any errors that might be occurring on the page. Right. And so, interesting. My favorite sound. Second tab, console tab. The tab shows any errors that might be occurring on the page. Situation where you have a broken link, you can check the console to see the error message for the broken link. The common message continues to display where the broken link is for error message. This lets us know that the issue is with URL and the anchor elements. When you inspect the ref value, you will see there is a typo. Right now, the console message shows learn. You'll learn more about working as developer tools through certification, but this is just short example on how it can help you debug your code. What is the process of fixing bug code, debugging, DOM, BOM? What is the role of the elements tab in developer tools? Hell yeah. We're like close to finishing HTML. That's including me going on massive rants. HTML from elements and attributes. Form elements used to create HTML form for user input. Action attribute used for URL where the form data should be sent. Wait, this is like us redoing stuff? No. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, just quick repeat. Yeah, it's review. Method attribute used to specify HTTP method to use when sending from data. Yeah. Method value goes here. Action to URL. So like you send this data to this person, essentially. Most common, get and post. Input element used to create input field for user input, type attribute, text, email, yeah. Placeholder attribute is for the this stuff. Value is specific number, numbers or letters. Um, Name attribute is given a specific name. Size attribute is how big or smallness, minimum, and maximum is the size of it all. Minimum length, minimum size is also the size of it all, but it's different because one's for number and others for just the maximum number of characters. Required attribute, like this one would be for example, age, and this would be for names. Required attribute means that you have to do it. Disabled, you can't use it. Read only means you cannot do anything in it, except read it. Label element used to. I actually never met a website where it's only read only on this thing. Like what's even the point of it? And disabled as well. No, actually, disabled does work because when you go like, for example, I don't know, what's it called, like I don't qualify for X, and they go, okay, so it's now disabled or read only, like one of those two. Label elements used to create label for input field. For attribute, yeah. I mean that label full name and input text and wait, where is the for word? Yeah, there is label for email. Yeah, email address because that's falls into the name, I think. Like then this part will mean that like as soon as it's finished, it's gonna be like fucking sent to an email, action email. I think. Button elements used to create clickable button. A button can also have type attribute. Submit, reset, and button. Yeah, which means that you can submit, it sends the information. Reset means it clears it all. Show form. I don't know where's show. No, just the button itself. Yeah. Field set and legend. That's for the for the fucking box. It creates a box, and legends gives you the name, but then label for the yes and no. The close ones to start doing, and then tables, yes, submit, and then they're gonna give us a test. Fuck, accessibility gonna be long. Which of the following attributes is used to specify URL where the form data should be sent? Wait, what? Which of the following attributes specifies the URL where the form data should be sent? Action. Which of the which two elements are used to specify row and header in the table? No, tr and th. What's the element data? Table data type. Yes. What is the function of the call span attribute? It's like makes it longer. It removes the break line between the text and column. It makes it longer. There's spells for that. It's used to define the number of columns. Defines the length of a column in the table. Defines the number of columns the table cell should span. What is the role of the placeholder attribute? Is to provide hint for input field, kind of. It used to associate label element with input element. It used to specify that an input field is read. No, it used to send data. No, it's a hint. What is the purpose of t head element. It's a table head. Um, uh, wait. I feel like this could be used to group the description. See, I'm suspicious between these two. Which of the following is an example of explicit form association between labels and wait explicit form association between labels and inputs? Okay, H 4H. Now that, and now that. Just 4. What is an HTML validator used for? About tool. Validator tool is a tool that makes HTML content read faster, apply style, automatically formats, checks the syntax, HTML ensure it's valid. Which of the element is used to define cell in a table? Define a cell? No. Which of the following is a tool that allows you to inspect and modify HTML structure of a web page? DOM validator, I think. Can we validate your DOM? Is he being too rough? Is he not listening to the safe word? Uh, which of the following is the correct way to group related input fields? Okay, hold up. It's definitely not titled. It has to be legend. Uh, yeah. Legend. So weird. Legend. Legendary. Which of the following is used to specify that an input field is read only? That definitely read score. Actually, hold on. Didn't we have a? No, actually we didn't. But we had on the previous page. I almost said yesterday, which is like, which attribute specifies that the input must be filled out before submitting the form? Uh, required. Is it required or essential? What are dev tools used? I'm suspicious if it's essential or required. It's one of these two, but oh, I'm gonna cheat a little bit, but for this one I want to cheat a little bit because I'm genuinely like required. Okay, I was right. Right? Um, what are dev tools used for? These tools are built directly into the browser and they are used to spot any LinkedIn tools are built directly into the browser used to help you ensure 100% test coverage for your code. Tools are built directly into the browser and are used to automatically format the code directly into the browser and used to help you debug, profile, and analyze the web page. Either one of the two. Which of the following is the correct way to disable an input? Disabled. Which of the following is a valid value for the type attribute? Type email. Wait. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I think type time is correct one. Pretty sure it's for the time it's something different. Which of the following correct is a correct use of? I'm suspicious. Okay. Which of the following is the correct use of the size attribute? I can't imagine 0.001. Also, like that, wouldn't they have like 0.1 0.1 fuck 0.001? Which of the following attributes are used to specify the minimum and maximum number of characters required in an input type? Mix max. Which of the following button example does not use correct value for the type attribute? Which of the following button examples does not use correct value for type attribute? No, wait. Submit, reset. I think it's only this one. But I'm pretty sure it has to be typed out fully. Yeah? Now if it's type button. No, it's definitely type button. BTN, I guess. Which of the following attributes is used to specify the value of a button? Value. Yes. Correct. Incorrect. What? Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's instead of min max, it's minimum length, maximum length. Min length, max length. Correct. Incorrect. So I think it's this one, right? My bad. Which attribute specifies that an input must be filled required? Really? Oh, so it's read only? Correct for this one. DOM validation, DOM inspector? Yeah, inspector, I guess. My bad. Which is a cell table? Cell data then? Wait. Define as. Yeah, it's is TD or I misunderstood what the fuck they meant. And no, it would be T call. It doesn't even exist. What is an HTML validator for? If I'm wrong about that, that's so funny. Like that doesn't even exist. Head element. So it's a header content, right? Placeholder. TD used for table data type. What? It is used to define table style, I guess. But TD stands for table data, no? Which two elements? TR and TH, yeah. 13 out of 20, that's fucked. Let's do it again. Which of the following attributes is used to specify URL where the form data should be sent? Oh, this one is the one that we had correct. Wait, action. Which two elements are used to specify? Wait, it's the same ones, the same questions. They had before they had those in they. Well, I think the what's it called. I think the position is different, but like the questions are the same. Is to define table cell. I don't know. Fuck, define. Yeah. Call span attribute. Length of column in a table. What? Right? No, this one. If I got this one right last time and wrong this time, I'm gonna be pissed. What is the role of placeholder attribute? What is the purpose of key head element used to clear content, header content? Then late explicit form association. Yeah. For is for form, not just some. Okay, gotcha. It's kind of dumb. What is HTML validator used for? Wants to be a sister's mister. Roller coaster. I'm not supposed to. Sister. When he wants to be a sister's mister. Coca-Cola roller coaster. Fucking Nickelback. Which of the following? Dome Inspector. Which of the following is correct way to? Which one was it? Legend. Yeah. Which of the following is used to specify that input field is read only? Read only without the dash, for sure. Which attribute specifies that the input must be filled out before submitting? Required. But only way it correct. What are dev tools used for? Help you debug profile. Which of the following is correct way to disable an inbox? Input. Disabled. What is a valid type? Did we have this one correct? Email? Which of the following is correct way to use size attribute? Size 10. Which of the following attribute are used to specify the minimum and maximum number? Yeah. This one I just didn't read. I just didn't read the final part. I should have. I really should have. Because I assumed it was just like the number. I'm stupid, okay? Don't be mad at me. Which of the following button example does not correct the type attribute? Button. One of the following attributes is used to specify value for the button. $17 out of 20. Fuck, what was wrong? What? Are you fucking... It's okay, so I guess by number of elimination, it's only this one's left. Oh, fuck. What else we got wrong? What? Didn't we have this one wrong before? I guess it's this one then. Fuck. We did have this one wrong. One more time. I'm gonna fucking pass this test one way or another. One way or another. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna fuck you. What is the role of action attribute inside the operating form? Oh, this is a different question. It is used to specify URL where data should be sent. It used to show. There's own attribute is used to specify HTTP method to use when sending form data. Type. Which is the following attribute used to specify the HTTP method? Wait. Use to specify method to use within form data. Type. I think it's type. Type. It's gotta be. Which of the following is a common method used when working with forms? Set. Which of the following not a valid type attribute, not type attribute. HTTP. Email, number, and text are correct. Which is the following is the correct way to create a button form? Type button. You could do button, but then you don't need to put button. I'm pretty sure you can do like without just. I think there's like a instead of input, it just you make it button and then you add values, but then it makes like a raw button. So of input types is button, if I remember correctly. What is implicit form association? This is where inputs can be associated with labels by using action and or attributes on label elements, and can be associated with labels by wrapping input field inside the label element. It can be associated with labels by using action and for. Where input are associated with labels based on for attribute on the label element. Yes. No, not on the label. No, it is. It is on the yeah. What the unless I'm wrong, where inputs can be associated with labels. What's the role of field? Because answering actions does it, and if I remember correctly, it definitely doesn't. Action is just like what you do with it. What's the role of the field set element? Is used to create label for input field set. It's used to add caption to describe the. It is used to group header content in HTML. No, just to group related inputs together. Yes. Which of the following is used to create checkbox in the form? Type checkbox. Wouldn't be check. This one's for sure. Which of the following elements is used to add title for an HTML table? Yeah. I mean, otherwise, no. Otherwise, no. What is the role of the legend element? It is used to group related inputs together. And it's used to add caption to describe the cells for a table, kind of. It's used to group body content. It's used to add caption to describe the group of inputs. Which of the following elements is used to group header content in HTML table? Key header. No. Following elements is used to group the header content in HTML. Just T head. I'm pretty sure it's not T header. It's T head. I'm I'm doubling on a T header instead. Which of the following is the correct way to add rows to the data cell? TR table. Yep. Yep. What is a DOM inspector? Well, it's when you inspect your DOM, check if there's CD free, you know. A tool that is used to remove elements from DOM. Don't remove elements from your DOM. Remove with what? Yeah. Which is the following tool checks syntax of HTML code to ensure it's valid? HTML validator. Wait. Which of the following is a correct way to specify number of columns for data? So this feels like a fill in question, kind of. It's very like kind of easy to guess. Unless I'm wrong, then like egg on my face. Which of the following is the correct way to specify number of columns data cell? Call span. What is focus state for input field? This is the state of an input field when it is disabled by the user. This is state of input field when focus is removed by user. State input field when it is set to read only by a user. State of input field when it's selected by a user. Yeah, it's when you press like tab, I think. Which was the following is the correct way to create the radio button? Input radio. No, type radio. Yeah, type radio. What's the role? Money talks. Here comes money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar. Bling, bling, blink at each other. No money, talking no matter. I remember when essentially I had like 2 GB of internet per month on my data plan when I just moved into Germany. And I found out that like if I go to my local Vodafone store, they run their internet obviously constantly, and it's constantly free complimentary guest Wi-Fi. So I would just be standing outside of the store and like enjoying memes and stuff during the middle of the night. Like in the middle of the night, I would be just like fucking reading comics and stuff, and then like it just like next to the store in the middle of the night, literally like 12 o'clock. And like I remember, I have a specific memory where like I was freezing to death, and I put on this song, WWE Here Comes the Money, and then I was just kind of fucking dancing, just grooving, and like it just middle of the night. It's kind of funny. What's the role of the for attribute? Is you specify which input field labels is for. It's used to create a label for input field. It is used to specify the value of the input. It is used to show the hint to user. Specify the input field's label is for. It's this one or this one. I don't really. Which of the following attributes is used to define the number of characters that should be visible to you as the user types into input? Wait, what? Which of the following attributes is used to define the number of characters that should be visible as a user? Size? Set size, I guess? Size. Not set size, it's size. Which of the following attributes is used to show hint to user? And placeholder. Son of a bitch! Wow! Oh wow, this one's correct, okay. Are you fucking for real? Which one is it then? Move elements from DOM. I guess it's this one. Fuck, I'm such. God damn it. It's T head. I was so wrong. Not title. Which is the following add title to HTML table? Is caption? So many correct ones, so. Which is an input can be associated with label using for attribute label element. So I think it's this one. I think it's get. I actually don't know. I could be wrong. Right. Following attribute is used to specify HTTP method to use when sending. That's method? It's not HTTP. Son of a bitch. Wow. Which of the following attributes is used to specify URL where the form data should be sent? No, action. Which of the following? This one. We already had this question. I know this one. TD element used for. Define. table data type. Oh, that's why it was wrong. Okay, I misunderstood the question. That's the answer. What is the function of the call span? Used to define number of columns table span. Um, what is the role of placeholder attribute in the input field? What is the purpose of t head element? It's used to group the description of HTML table. Uh, no, I was wrong. It's t head. It's header content. Which of the following is an example of explicit switching between? Yeah, it's 4. What is an HTML validator used for? Validator tool checks syntax to ensure it's valid. Yeah. Which is a defined cell in the table. Oh yeah, right. Because th is a definition, and td is like table data itself. Yeah. Which of the following is a tool that allows you to inspect and modify HTML structure on a page? DOM inspector. Didn't I? No. Fucking. I feel like it's cheating, but it's also like this one's such a. Damn, they're not even get inspector. Yeah, I was right. Kind of on the fucking 5th try. Which is the following correct way to group related inputs? Legend, yeah. Whereas the phone is used to specify that an input field is read only. Read only. Which attribute specifies that an input must be filled out before submitting the form. Essential. Yes. What is the dev tool used for? These tools are built directly into the browser, automatic format the code, directly used to spot it's web page. I think I got this one like wrong so many times. Am I wrong? Built directly in the browser used to spot any links issues in your code, directly into the browser to format your code. Help you ensure 100% test coverage for your code. Where the following correct way to disable an input? Disabled one. Which of the following is valid value for a type email? Where the following is the correct use of size attribute? Which of the following attributes are used to specify the minimum and maximum number of required min length min? I think this one, because we got this one wrong. I assumed it's this one, but I think it's this. Definitely not maximum length maximum. I will be so mad if it's this one, because I'm sure they would shorten to min and max and not minimum maximum and then lang for short. It's not how these nerds work. These nerds always shorten the first letter but not the last one. No, this is the first word but not the last one. Which is the following button example does not have a correct type button? Fuck. And 17 out of 20. God damn it. Oh, what did we get wrong besides this one? What? Which one is it then? What? I'm wrong? Was I stupid? Required. Fuck. For sure we got it right the first time and then been fucking up ever since. What is this one? Fuck. Did we really never got this one right? This is driving me crazy. Oh, fuck me. God. You specify. Wait. The phone is used to specify HTTP method to use. No. I don't. Windows phone is common method because we tried type last time. Definitely not that one. Set. I don't think it's set. Which of the phone is common method used when working with forms? Oh wait. Oh wait. Common method when used working with forms. It's an abbreviation, not push, put, set, get. I think. Which of the phone is not a valid value for a type text HTTP? Which of the phone is the correct way to create a button form? Type button. What is the implicit as form association? This is where input can be associated with labels using the action. This is the input to associated with labels. Wait, hold up. This is the input that can be associated with labels by using action for attribute on label elements. This is the input associated by. I think we had this one right last time. What's the role of field set element? It is used to create labels for input field. To add caption, describe group of inputs. It is used to group relate inputs together. Which responds checkbox in the form. Type checkbox. Yep. Caption. The style then wasn't that. Used to add title for an HTML table. So I'm pretty sure it's caption. What's the role of the legend element? Used to group. Unless it's titles. I feel like cheating more and more because I'm just like some of this information is just I know am I no it's caption. Okay. What's the role of legend element? It used to add caption to a description cells for to describe the cells for a table. Used to group body content HTML. They used to add caption to describe group of inputs that binds together. Following element is used to group the header content in key head. No, it's T header because you don't have T head. Instead of T head, you have TH. It would be funny if they gave me like an answer right here. Data cells, which is following is correct way to add rows and data cells. Yeah. This is correct one. Yeah. What is the DOM inspector? Tools that checks the syntax of HTML code to ensure it is valid. Which of the following is the tools that checks the syntax of HTML? HTML validator. Which of the following is correct way to specify the number of columns? Full span. What is the focus state of an input field? This is the state of an input field when it is set to read only by user. Yes. Which of the following is correct way to radio button? Type radio. Yes. What is the role of the for attribute? Specifies the value of it. Specifies the input field. Used to show hint now. It specifies which input field the label is for. Which of the following attributes used to define the number of characters that should be visible as the user? Set size. Which of the following attributes is used to show hint to a user? Placeholder. Please. Fuck. Oh. Which one is it? Size. It's size, isn't it? I think it's size. Fuck. What is a DOM inspector? Come on, give me what is a DOM inspector? To inspect, browse, edit documents and model. So it's this one? Or is this one? It's gonna be T head, isn't it? Not T header, it's T head. Was this one? Was an implicit form association. Element to form context such as input button by nesting the control. I think this one then, right? You know what's the funny shit? We mostly who's we? I am mostly struggling with definitions. It's never the code itself, it's always the definitions. I can see which code is right. I cannot see which definitions are fucking wrong. We're used to specify URL, where's a form that there should be action, PR, define table, define table cell. No. What is the function of call span attribute used to define define them, removes to define number of columns, define the length of a column in the table, the number of columns table style should span. What is the role of placeholder? Used to specify the input field, used to provide hint. Key head element used to group the description of HTML tables. used to group the header content of HTML table. Here's the following examples. Please strip between labels and inputs. 4. I already remember this one. What is the HTML validator used for? Valid is a tool that makes your HTML code run faster. Tools that make formats HTML tools that valid apply styles syntax code to ensure it is valid. Swear to God, please. Fucking Brave browser doesn't. Oh, it's shot by. Define a cell in the table. DD. Which of the following tools? Inspector. Which of the following is correct? I swear to God. Inspector, right? Inspector. Which of the following is the correct group? Oh, what the fuck does it want? Oh, legend. Yeah, I remember this one. Which of the following is used to specify as an input field is read only? Read only. Which of the following required? We fucked it up last time because I forgot that I got it right the first time. What is the dev tool used for? These tools are built directly into the browser to spot lint issues in your code. My brain is melting. I keep forgetting which one I got correct and which one I got wrong. So it kind of became like a guessing game, and it's fucking me over. Which of the following is a valid value for a type attribute? Input type. Email. Size 10. I remember this one. Minimum length, maximum length. I think that's one right for sure. Button type. Type button. Button val. Son of a bitch. Fuck. What? I got this one wrong? Oh, fuck. Not use correct. I'm so stupid. Fuck. I was so close. So close to perfection. On another URL where form data should be sent. Action. RTH. Merge two rows. Define table cell. Removes break line between texting columns. Number of columns table cell should span. Was the role of placeholder attribute? Give a hint. He had the header content. No, I think it's description. Am I losing my mind? We got this one right before. Wait. Group and define header section. Used to group the header section content. Group the description. No, definitely define header. 4. Validator used for, validator tools that apply. Hold up. Let's find all these codes first, because this one's one of the easiest now. Legend, type, disabled, type, phone is a valid value, email, size attribute 10, not a valid, example button, and value just value. Just value, fucker. Min max lengths. DevTools used for. DevTools are built directly into the browser and used to automatically format your code. Profile and analyze web page. Required, not essential, required. This phone is used to specify input fields to read only. DOM inspector defines a TD. What is HTML validator used for? Validator is tool to make HTML code run faster, ensure it is valid. Automatically formats tools that apply styles to your HTML. Okay, please, finish quiz. Yes. 20 out of 20. Saying fuck. Oh, Christ. Now we have. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. And next week we're gonna be doing accessibility shit. Oh, unbelievable. Build an app that is functionally similar to example project. So you should have page title in H1. One element with an ID of title. ID title. You should have short explanation in a P element. H1. You should have form element with ID of survey form. Okay. Form. ID. Survey. Oh. Survey form. Inside the form element, you should have required input field. Input. ID. Sure. Of name and type of text. Name. Oh, fuck. Ooh. Ooh. The best motherfucker that you ever seen. Ooh. Like me. Type. And obviously text. control Illuminati. Inside the form element, you should have required input field. Okay, so it's Woo-hoo. Look at me. Woo-hoo. Oh, baby, don't you like to see? Woo-hoo. At me. Oh, no, sorry. The ID of name and the type of text. Okay. Well, can kind of work out like this, I guess. I'm pretty sure type email works, right? No, it's only isn't type only text and numbers or oh we'll check it out when we're done. I could be wrong about this. If you enter an email that is not formatted correctly, you should see an HTML5 valid error. Yep. Oh, okay. So that is them saying type email. Yeah, okay. Inside the form element, you should have an input field to enter number that has ID number. Okay. Uh, number, number, number. Yeah, there it is. The number input should not accept non-numbers, either by preventing you from typing them or by showing an HTML file, depending on your browser. If your numbers outside the range number input which are defined by min and max. Min. Max. What the fuck? What do I do? For name, for the name, email, and number input fields, you should have corresponding label elements in the forms that describes the purpose. Okay, wait. Name, email, number input fields, you should have corresponding label element in the form of okay, got you. So they want me essentially to do this. Label Mabel. Label. Label. We also need to close it. I think. If I remember correctly, you need to close labels. Okay. Labels with following IDs name label. ID. One of the few good Connor Price songs. I do fuck with it. No, I don't fuck with. I didn't exercise today at all. Because I woke up late and I just really didn't feel like it. I just was like I literally like got into position to exercise and I was like, no. For name, email, number, input fields, you should have placeholder text that gives description or instruction for each field. Inside the form element, wait, hold on. Can I see the example for a second? Age. Which option best describes your current role? Yeah. Well, back to it. For the name, email, and number input fields, you should add placeholder text inside. It just placeholder, right? Placeholder. Age. Yeah, it is. Um, email. Name. I always like double check. Can you see my email? I'm like, for the name, email, and number input fields. Inside the form element, you should have select drop down. Inside the form element, you should have select drop down element with ID drop down. ID. Oh, by the way, I didn't close the input, right? Do I need to close input? I don't remember. It's not in the label, by the way. It's supposed to be in the form, but not label. Supposed to separate from the label part. Right? Yeah. Inside the form element, you can select an option from a group of at least 2 radio buttons. Select. Actually, just give me this. Select ID radio. No, it's not ID. It's button. No, fuck. Fuck, we just did it. And I skipped through bunch of text. Radio. Button. Oh, no. It's... Okay. Button. Yeah. Now it's all. ID. Radio. Move select. The select part got me fucked up. That's what I'm gonna blame everybody but myself. It was a trick question. Oh, no, not ID, type. Right? Two radio buttons that are grouped using the name attribute. Yeah, got you. Oh, hold up, need to refresh this. Um, um, name. Ah, inside the form element, you can select several fields from a series of checkboxes, each of which has a value attribute. Oh fuck, wrong. I'm losing my mind. Inside the form element, you should have text area for additional comments. Gonna need to fix up this code. What? Why did text area became? Oh, because it didn't close, right? Yeah, that's exactly what they want us to avoid. The text area inside the form element, you should have a button with ID or submit all inputs. Button. Button. ID equals submit. Also close the button thing. Button. Okay. Some things are wrong, some things are right. Okay, hold up. Number one, it's not supposed to be button like this. It's supposed to be definitely select. 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 Um, select. Type. Type. Radio. Actually, I'll bring back the. I might be wrong. This usually gives hints. So you should have an H1 element with an ID of title. Okay, we do have that. Your title should not be empty. Just type out whatever. Oh wait, do we need P element in? No, it's this is like a completely separate fucking thing. Why did I do that? I'm stupid. ID description. ID. ID. Rip. Did I misspell description somehow? No, right? Description. Okay. Ah. Title should not be empty. You should have form element with an ID of survey form. Form ID survey form. Yes. Survey form, right. Um you should have an input element with an ID of name. Yes, we do have that. Up. Wait. Wait, does it say ID name? So ID name label? Okay. I know this is for label. This is not for input. Input is still name. Yeah, ID name should have type of text. Yes. Name should require input. What was it again? Fuck. Required field in HTML. I guess. Required boolean. Yeah. Required. I assume also email is going to be required. Age is not required. It's optional. Oh fuck! It's in the label, not in the input. Name should have type of text. Yes. Required input. Should the descendant of survey form. Should be a descendant of survey form. It is descendant of survey form. You should have an input element with ID of email. Wait, hold on. Actually, just want to check something. No, this one. For a second, I saw like, did they do like a fucking box around it? You have the sound of survey form. You should have an input element with an ID of element. ID of element. Yeah. Email. Yes. Type email. Yes. Should require input. Yes. The sound of server form. Yes. You should have an input element with an ID of number. Yes. Right here. Yeah. Actually, name should be H technically. It doesn't particularly matter. Just keep it at number, I guess. We have an input element ID of number. Yes. Should be descendant of survey form. Yes. Number should have type of number. Yes. Should have minimum, maximum with a numeric value, which is doesn't particularly matter, but like let's say maximum is 10, minimum is 3. Only people in our sync you could be either 3-year-old or 10-year-old, which is the fucking most fucked up choice, I guess. um, you should have a label element with ID of name label. The label element, ID of name element. Yes, yes. Your name element should contain text that describes the input. It describes the input. Yes. Okay, so I guess that's what they were doing over right here. So uh, your age. Yes. Uh, your email and your name. Okay. To be sent a survey form, email label, survey form. They are, right? Yes. Uh, your name should have a placeholder attribute and value. And value. Yes, yes, and yes. Right. I think unless I missed something. You should have a select field with ID of dropdown. We do have it. Your dropdown should have at least 2 selectable, not disabled option elements. Okay. Which one is it? This one? Yeah. Option. Uh, wait. Am I wrong or fucking duplicated? No, I don't think so. One and option 2. Fuck, this one. I misclicked. Yes, okay. We have option 1 and option 2. Double D and double do. Option element. Your dropdown should be descendant of Seriform. In this, you should have at least 2 input elements with type of radio. That's what I... Wait. Oh, was that where I fucked up? I made a select instead of input. Input. Yes. Okay, that explains it. Also, I somehow duplicated the radio part. The type I'm in. That explains it. This one we're gonna delete. We need 2 of those and we have it. You should have at least 2 radio buttons that are descendants of Seriform. We do have it. All radio buttons should have value attribute. Okay. And a value. Value. What name? Well, we can remove name, I think. You just put value. 2 and 4. No. All radio buttons should have, yeah. All radio buttons should have a name. It did need a name. Fuck me. Okay, my bad. Name. Button. 4. And button 2. Unless I'm something wrong with this one, but I think it's correct. Every radio button group should have at least 2 radio buttons. Oh, hold up. Run them back a little bit. Oh shit, we spent like 25 minutes on this already. All radio buttons should have a name, attribute, and a value. We do have that. Every radio button group should have at least 2 radio buttons. There's multiple radio buttons? No. I'm gonna skip this one for now and just because I'm kind of like not sure. You should have at least 2 input elements with type of checkbox. Okay. Okay, I get you. I get you. How many is it? You should have at least 2 input elements. Uh, uh, and the sender of serial form, yes. You should have at least 1 text area element, so this is the descent of serial form. An input or a button element with an ID input or a button element with an ID of submit. Okay. To be fair, this one you can. I don't know. We did do submit. Yeah. Your submit should have type of submit. Type equals submit. Yes. Oh wow! It even did like please fill out this field. Pretty cool. Did they didn't give us any like on the size of this, but just let me check my code. Every radio should have at least 2 radio buttons. Okay. Every button group, huh? So input type radio. Essentially take this, right? To group it up, you would be using legend, right? Legend. Where does checkbox begin and stops? Legend ID button 1 button 2. Change it to 3. Okay. Every radio button group should have at least 2 radio buttons. Am I wrong? What am I wrong? Uh, how to make how to make a killing. Well, how to make radio group have 2 radio buttons. To create 2 independent radio button groups, each with 2 buttons, you must assign the same name attribute to the buttons within each group, but use different names between the groups. Okay. Okay. Former and field set. Okay, I understood. So that would be fronting. So number 1, we need a form, right? Didn't we have a form? Oh, we did have a form. Okay, but we need to make it a field set. Not the legend, but the field set. Where I put another legend? There's fuck did I? I guess I'm kind of hiding them all. Field set, field set, field set, and field set. Close this one, and close this one. Okay, and then field set. Oh no, we did need the legend. God damn it. So form field set legend, choose a color, input type radio ID color red, name color, and then the second one is size. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Legend 2 or 4. And the other one is legend 5 or 3. And so in this case, am I understanding it correctly? Okay, that was the problem. I misunderstood. Your name, your email, your age, it only can be between 3 and 10. 1 and 2. And legend 2 or 4. 5 or 3. 4, 4. I have no idea what the fuck I was doing. 4 and 4. And then submit additional text. Ask me later. Okay. So last one is a lot of workshop apparently. Last one we need to do is accessibility, then HTML review, and we're gonna be done with HTML. That's gonna be next week. Then after that it's computers, which only 16 steps, so it's probably gonna be pretty easy. And then we're starting CSX, yeah, CSS, and exam. Not right now. Like not right now. But on this note, we are wrapping up. Thank you very much for watching. We're almost done with HTML. I'm very glad. On this note, we are wrapping up. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.